We're back with some mods. So first we've got in front of us today is the Big Grape Factory. This is by Chenben, 5.07 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under productions and factories. So we'll scroll along till we find it. They are 200 grand to place down, and obviously it's going to turn grapes into grape juice and raisins. So you've got your pallet spawn point at the front, you've got your production chain menu there, so we'll go into it. So you've got raisins and grape juice. Now the difference between the two, well, between this one and the standard base game one, is pretty much double the production quantity on the cycles per month, which is ace. And that holds 150,000 litres of grapes that you're then going to chuck into there. I think it's slightly bigger than the base game one. Oh, you definitely got this silo on the end. That makes it bigger. It does feel a little... like the original one. So, you know, send Big Grape processing, Big Grape factory. I mean, it's that big in the whole sense of it's a bigger building. I mean, it's just a bigger output. But that being said, though, that's ace. You can really get some grape on the go. Grape juice, raisins, smash it out with this one, no problem. Right, next up is Small Wooden Shelter. This is by Namog Mod, 9.43 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under buildings and sheds. So there you are, 7 grand to place down. Obviously, it's a shed. Fair enough. So you come in, you've got a bit of a drive-through option on the go on here. You've got an option as well. I mean, open-sided. You ain't got it closed in on those two sides, but fair enough. Come over here, you've got a light turning on. There you are. When it gets a bit dark. A little bit of junk in the corner. Oh, I like it. I mean, nicely detailed on the woodwork. Yeah, very nice. Right, next up is American Garage with Apartment. This is by OK Used Mods, 11.77 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and, as you can imagine, under farmhouses. So we'll scroll back along because we've got that there, 65 grand to place down. And also, if you come up to sheds, I believe it's under, we'll scroll along, there we are, 65 grand again, but obviously it doesn't have the sleep trigger. Just a bit of a decorative item. Fair enough. So you come over here, you've got a garage at the front, double doors, jobs are good ones. So you come in there like that. Fair enough. I mean, you could do a bit of decorating, mind you. But open up that door, put a side door on the go. You've got a light switch there, turn the lights on. Yeah, and we've got a fuse box there. Can you open it? No. Right, fair enough. Then we'll come up the steps. Then we'll go through this door here, like that. And obviously, this is going to be your main apartment area. So you've got your lounge area, sitting room, whatever you want to call it. Bit of a table, a bit of a kitchen in the corner. And we'll go through this door. And there's your sleep trigger by the side of the bed. We'll spin it around. You've got your wardrobe icon right by the wardrobe. And we have got lights all the way throughout. We come in here. We'll just sit there and have a poo. Why not? Dear, oh dear. That taste. We've got the light switch here for the main room as well. Oh, I like that. It's not too big. You've got your garage underneath. Yeah, I mean, sit there. Watch a bit of telly. Oh, that's alright. I like that indeed. This might be my new favourite house. Yeah, very nice. Right, next up is Tractor Triangle. This is by T4XS, 0.2 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under weights. Now, this has got a 300 kilo weight. It's going to cost you 550. The only option is to change the main colour to any one of those. Didn't we have one of these before? I'm pretty sure I've seen this. Particularly this one before. This may look like a carbon copy, to be fair, but alright, if you need a weight, this will do you nicely. Alright, next up is the Lizard TDU pack. This is by Gian FS, 4.91 megabyte on the download. You're going to find these three under cultivators. So we've got a few different versions of this. So we've got the 3M, 3 meter. We've got the 5M, 5 meter. And then we've got the 6M, this 6 meter. Fair enough. They've all got the same options, which is basically just to change the colour, which does the main frame. And obviously, these are cultivators with a little bit of a difference. So I'm going to pop up the picture now from the website, because these are normally done for rice cultivating, rice fields, that sort of thing, which is probably why it looks a little strange. But as we can imagine, in the game, it's going to cultivate the field like normal. So you've got the 3 meter, that's going to require 78 horsepower, 7 mile an hour working speed. You then got the 5 meter, 100 horsepower requirement, again 7 mile an hour top speed, 6 grand for that one. And then the 6 metre, 130 horsepower requirement, and 7 mile an hour again, 6,900. Yeah, slightly different. Obviously, not going to be doing rice in the game at the moment. You never know what's going to come out, mind you, but I like it. Right, next up is Homemade Bale Trailer. This is by Sludgemon, 2.58 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under Bale Loaders, as you can imagine. So it's going to cost you 15 grand. You got the usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres, and then you can change the main colour to whatever you like. Just like that. Now, it doesn't say how many bales it holds, which is a bit random, mind you. It doesn't look like it's got an auto load option either, but still, you can use this for all sorts, just bales or pallets or whatever. Yeah, nice and cheap, 15 grand. Very nice. Right, next up is the Lizard D633. This is by Kaztan18, 10.35 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under trailers. So it starts off with a 4,950 litre capacity, 10 grand of your hard-earned coinage to buy. You can then change that to 7,960, 9,900, bale trailer again, back to 4,950. So we'll leave that on like that, because obviously with the middle two capacity trailers, you get the option to put a cover on. So then you've got the usual shenanigans with the wheel bands and the tyres. Then we come down to attachers. So you've got standard, trailer hitch on the back, or standard. Make yourself a bit of a train. And you come down, and if you've got the two middle ones, you've got the cover option, no or yes. Then you've got the main colour. Obviously, you go for whichever one you like. Does the main frame. Design colour. We'll go with a blue. Does the main body. Rim colour. Obviously does the rims. But you can't change the cover colour. Alright, fair enough. That's a nice little trailer, that is. Right, next up is the Goval Grabber Pack. This is by Agrar Design Austria, 8.29 megabyte on the download. You're going to find these two under front loaded tools. So we've got the RBG and then the BTG QU. That's a lot of letters. So going to this one first. Obviously, this is going to be a round bale grabber, 1,646 to buy. You've got the options there on the back. Euro attacher, 3-point, Euro and 3-point, or back to Euro. No colour options. So we'll come out of that and we'll go into the BTG QU. Obviously, this is going to be for your square bales, 2,907. Again, Euro attacher, Euro and 3-point, or just Euro. Obviously, you go for whichever one you want. You need something to grab your bales up. These pair do nicely. Right, next up is the Clash Jaguar 75. This is by EED123, 15.95 megabyte on the download. You're going to find all three of these under forage harvester headers. Excellent. So we go into the Jaguar 75 first. So it's going to cost you 22 grand. It requires 120 horsepower from your tractor, 9 mile an hour working speed. You then got the option of changing main colour. Now Class Green Old, or Class Green Repainted. No, that's not a Class Green. That's the Class Green. Fair enough. When we come down to design colour, you got white, or white. They're all white. All right, fair enough. And then we come to the 2-row corn header, but it doesn't just do corn and sunflowers. It does the rest as well. Wheat, barley, oats, canola, sunflower, and sorghum. That's interesting. I mean, it's only got a 1.8 metre working width, which is tiny. Really tiny. Dear oh dear. 6 mile an hour working speed, 3,100 to buy. Same colour options as before. We'll leave it on the normal Class Green. That repainted doesn't look right. Yeah. And then we got the PU220 grass pickup. 2 metre working width on this one. 8 mile an hour working speed, 3,600 to buy. Obviously, the main colour options as before. That's something different. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's small, but, you know, if you've got small fields on the go and do a bit of foraging, yeah, that'll do nicely. All right, next up is the Lizard R120 R135. This is by Mex, 28.05 megabyte on the download. You're going to find this under small tractors. So it's got 117 horsepower engine, 18 mile an hour top speed, 35 grand. Not bad to start off with. You then got the options there of configurations. You've got front weight, 3-point, or front weight. Now, if you leave the front weight on, you get an extra thing down the bottom. Just bear that in mind. Fair enough. Then you've got the engine setup, so 117, 133, or 117. Then you've got the usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres. Then come down the front weight, so you've got standard, 60 kilo, 120, 180, 240, 300, 360, 420, 480, or back to standard. Then you've got exhaust setup, so straight pipe, 45 degree, 90 degree, or straight pipe. And you've got filter setup, right, left, middle, or right. Fair enough. You can change the main colour, blue or greenish blue. No, I think the blue looks better. That's your options. Now that looks alright. I mean, older style tractor. Fit that into your role play, no problem. Very nice. Right, next up is the Junheimlich ERE 120. This is by Pascal Couch, 2.41 megabyte on the download. You're going to find this on the forklifts. Now this is ace. I used to use one of these when I worked in a food storage facility. These are brilliant to use. 25 horsepower, 6 kilowatt on the old battery tank, 7 mile an hour working speed, 5,225 to buy. Then got the options of without low backrest, with low backrest, or without. Then you got work light, with or without, and change the main colour to any one of those. You do what you like. Now, this is ace. So we'll start it up. That's ace. Oh, love it. Right. Obviously, this isn't a forklift truck per se. This is just for moving pallets around. So we'll put this. Oh, steering's a bit dodgy. Right, there you are. So you put this in this pallet of hose there. You lift it up. That's as far as it goes. So you're going to move it around, no problem. But obviously, you're not going to be stacking any shelves or anything like that. So it's just something to move pallets around your yard. But that being said, I like that. That is very nice. Right, and our last thing today is it's not a new mod as such, because you could get it before. It's just now something that you can actually buy. This is the Porsche Diesel Junior 108. This is by Giant Software, and obviously you're going to find it under small tractors. Now, if you wanted to get this before, you had to buy some model, and you get the free code that comes with it. But now you can just buy it directly. €99, currently on the website. And then it's got a 14 horsepower engine, 22 litre fuel tank, 12 mile an hour working speed, and it's going to cost you $7,500. No options, comes as it is. But old school, yeah, you ever wanted a Porsche on your farm? Oh, excellent. Go and buy it, 99p. Right, we've got a couple of updates. We've got Big Chicken Barn by Jelonic. Got Lizard Wheel Loader Header Mover by Solar Guy Modding. Got JCB Telehandler Attachments by Ross and Mods. Got the Pottinger Boss Alpine Pack by Mr. Steyer and Lintner Power. Got the Class Convio Flex Pack by Gef25. And we've got the Class Lexion 8900 5300 also by Gef25. This is the current testing list that Giants are working on, and there's something at the bottom there. I'm definitely looking forward to the TLX 2020 series, all from 82 Studio. Oh, I'm glad that's in console testing. Can't wait. So that's the mods done for you. Drop it in the comments below which one's your favourite. We'll see what people are looking at. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. It's muchly appreciated. But for me, that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next one.